right, so we have our last video from Mrs. Kirby. So it says, "Hi everybody, are you glad it's the last week of school? We're going to have a special guest on our slideshow today. I wonder who it's going to be." You get one guess. Make a guess, grade ones. Who is our special guest? Good guess, but no, our special guest is not Ludwig van Beethoven. Was that your guess? Our special guest is the one and only Mr. Ron. Woo! Mr. Ron is going to demonstrate how to play some of the instruments that Beethoven composed music for.
Hi, I'm Mr. Ron. I teach band here in Stettler. I want to put together a few little short videos on the different families that you can find in a concert band. So today we're starting with the brass family. Now, we call the brass family for obvious reasons. Sometimes they are, in fact, colored brass, but they can also have shiny silver ones. What makes them the brass family are these mouthpieces, right? So we have a bowl here and then a tube. And what you do is you create a buzzing sound between your upper and lower lip inside the bowl, and then that creates a buzzing sound. And the instrument then amplifies the buzzing sound. Now, brass family has quite a range in terms of low, middle, and high. And you can see here, this is the tuba mouthpiece, much bigger than the trumpet mouthpiece, and it creates a much lower buzzing sound. Not to mention that the major instrument that it's attached to is also very large. So what I have here is a 3-valve tuba, and you can see the 3 valves are here. And you can get 4-valve, 5-valve tubas. They're really big, really expensive. I'm very happy to have this one. This is the sound of the tuba. Now, these little speakers and microphone don't love this big sound right here, so I'll try and play softly, but this is a rough idea of the sound of the tuba. Yeah, nice low sound. They really make a concert band sound good. Now, next is the middle range. This is a trombone. Now, trombones are unique in the sense that they don't have valves. They have this item here, which is called the slide. Now, Mrs. Kirby in elementary likes to call this the trombone because that is actually the sound they produce. This is the trombone. Yeah, that gives a really good example of that trombone slide. Next up, I have the trumpet. Smaller mouthpiece, higher range. This is what the trumpet sounds like. All right, so I hope that gives you just a rough idea of some of the instrument choices you can make when you join concert band. And this time, when you go to a concert, you see something big in the background, you're like, what is that? You're like, oh, I know that, that's a tuba. Anyways, hope you found this informative. Thank you.
Grade ones, when you are in grade 5 and 6, you can join concert band and maybe you will play a brass instrument. That would be very, very neat. Miss McDonald played in the wind instrument family, and so that is like a clarinet, and I also played a saxophone. So, sorry, let me... it says, "Thank you, Mr. Ron. It was nice to see and hear the instruments. We have learned a lot about Beethoven and the instruments. Anybody want to do a test?" Well, we will do maybe this test together. Let's do it together. So we're just gonna make our guesses out loud. Our name is 1am. Our name is 1am. And we are in grade 1. Beethoven was born in 1770 in which of the following countries? England, Germany, or Canada? So say it out loud if you know. England, Germany, or Canada? I am pretty sure it is Germany. So I'm going to put that. How old was Beethoven when he started taking music lessons? Was he 4, 14, or 24? I think he was 4 grade ones. I don't know. Now I'm taking this test and I am testing my knowledge. Maybe you know more than me. So he composed during what time period? Baroque, classical, or romantic? So say it out loud if you have a guess. Baroque, classical, or romantic? Romantic period, I'm pretty sure. I wonder if Mrs. Kirby will send me an email and say, Miss McDonald, you do not know a lot about Beethoven. Beethoven wrote a lot of music that is still being performed today. He was a great teacher, composer, or friend. Say your answer out loud. Beethoven was a teacher, composer, or friend. I know this one. He was a composer. Beethoven wrote music for many different instruments. What family is the flute in? Brass, string, or woodwind? Mrs. Kirby talked to us about this video. Is it brass, string, or woodwind? I don't know, grade ones. I don't think it's not string for sure. I don't think it's woodwind because it doesn't have a reed, so we're gonna put brass. Are you enjoying this? I don't know. This is kind of stressful. What instrument family is tuba in? We just learned this. Brass, string, or woodwind? Tuba is brass. Beethoven's friend Maelzel invented something to help play with a steady beat. It is still being used by musicians today. It is called a metronome, a can opener, or a beat counter. Do you know? Say it out loud if you know it. This is a metronome. I do know that. Check 2 reasons why the Ninth Symphony is so special. It took Beethoven 5 minutes to write. He had singing in it. It was his first symphony. Beethoven wrote it when he was totally deaf. He wrote it when he was deaf. And did he take 5 minutes to write it? I don't know. Beethoven was a very interesting character. Choose the one quirky behavior that is not true. So say what is not true out loud. He moved a lot and lived in many different apartments. He wrote music late into the night. He liked to drive his car really fast. He was sometimes rude to others. He poured water on his head while composing. I don't know this answer, but I don't know if cars were invented then. I don't know. Would you have been interested in being Beethoven's head? No way, he's too grouchy. Or yes, he was interesting and talented man. I'm going to say yes. I don't think we get to know the answers though, grade ones. It says, thanks for doing your test. I hope you enjoyed learning about Beethoven. Oh, and now we can see our score. We got 7 out of 10 right. All right, so we were good at the beginning. Look at us go. Woo, look at all those green check marks. All right, so flute is a woodwind. That was Miss McDonald's bad. We got the tuba right. We got the metronome right. All right, the Ninth Symphony had singing in it. Didn't know that. All right. So, we did pretty good grade ones. Only 2 wrong. 3 wrong? 2 wrong? I don't know. Good job. Good job learning about music. This video was kind of long, and I didn't really plan it out that well, but I hope you enjoyed learning about Beethoven and brass instruments and learning about music in general.